Today, I'm doing maps for everything in Blood 9. New maps, Spain stuff. No one's done Spain stuff for maps, so I'm going to add those at the very end. So you have to watch the end to watch the Spain map. Yeah, so I'm reviewing them. Yeah, that's what's happening. Anyway, starting off. Bridge of Achill. I will give you a D for the reasons of you can only really be rifleman on this map, so there's not much point of actually trying to be like an officer or something. So it's giving you lack of like abilities, which not really good for a game where you have multiple different classes you can be. So if you just force to do one, not a good map. Same goes with you, but I'd say you're doing it worse. There's like trees, more trees. You can only be rifleman in trees. You can try to be a light inf. I mean, I don't know why about. So, you're worse than Bridge of Achill just because you're too big. And, no one can see you, so you can just hide and waste map time. But I guess wasting map time is a good thing on this one because, it's not a good map. Anyway, this time map, the one with the cannons and stuff, forget the name. It's a pretty good one. It's got every and its separate class. It can be the artillery, it can be the cavalry. I mean, artillery is useless on this map, so it's gonna get kind of deductions from that. But because you can be everything. There's enough space. You can be a rifleman in the trees. You can be light or line in the main town. You can try and be cavalry and go straight for the artillery. You can be artillery if you want for some reason. I don't know why you want to be artillery, so I'm gonna give it a B. I mean, it could be like high C's, but maybe a B. I'll move it back when I put something else in the B's. Farmstead. I always like this map. It's got everything that the towny stuffy map has, but it just does it a little better. You can actually kind of do cannon artillery because there's an open area instead of where it's just closed off in the middle, so the artillery is pointless. You have to actually build around the artillery, so that gives sappers a point. Light inf is fulfilled by hiding behind actual farms and shooting. You can be rifleman, anywhere really on this map. It's a good place to be a rifleman because you'll get the extra range and stuff. It's a massive map, but it's not too big that you can't see everyone because it's really open, nice and open. Yeah. You can be cavalry on this map. It's not the best map for cavalry, but it's still a good map for cavalry. So I'm gonna give you could be giving you an A, but I'll keep A's for later. So I'm gonna put you here and then just move on down. Right. And I don't know why I copied some of that. So I'll just delete some of this. Yeah. That's pretty good. Anyway, now on to swampy swamps, marshlands. Even the name sucks. This is it's basically this one, but even worse than this one, because you've got a hill here. There's a focal point. There's a reason to actually charge. Here, it's actually better to stay in the actual background, because if you're in the background, then you're actually supported by the trees. There's nothing between the trees apart from like a bush or two. So it's pointless. You have to be rifleman, so that's point deduction. I guess you can be sapper, but if you can be sapper, the only reason you can be sapper is because there's literally nowhere to hide other than building a fort. So building a fort makes it so the round takes longer. So it makes with the maps, so you can only have about 3 times of this map till 20 minutes is over. So F tier. It's not a good map. Oh, I like this map. Small town map. Names don't matter here. Right, so this is a really good map for officer. I mean, it's almost impossible to be a rifleman on this map. You can't. There's nowhere to do that. So I guess you can't be S tier because of that. The map's so small, you can actually decide kind of strategics. They can go through this map, town to try and get a strategic advantage in the middle. You can go round to try and flank them on both sides. It doesn't take that long to flank. It's not like where are you? It's not like this map where it takes a while to go around, so you're exposing yourself longer. But that is an advantage to the map because it gives them more strategics around the actual flanks. But I'll say this is a good way. Maybe an A. Yeah, I'll keep you at an A until I see different ones. Forest. Frozen Forest. Which one of those the Frozen Forest is it? I think there's two. Yeah, okay, so this is the French Frozen Forest. It's definitely not as good as the Polish Frozen Forest. Well, actually, I don't know. The Polish Frozen Forest is got just straight lines, so it's a shorter kind of battle. This one's a long one because it's spread out and you can go really anywhere. 3 main houses, the same as this one. These are basically the exact same map, just in 2 different formats. It's not the best map for, I don't know, officer, but why would it be? Cavalry's definitely the main focus on it. You can't be artillery on it, so that's the advantage for cavalry on this map. Cool to be the Russians, I guess. I don't know. What do you want? It's not really entertaining enough to get anything else, because this one's got some personality though. It's got a town. This one's just got some broken village kind of area. It's just depressing as like this scene in Napoleon was. So I'll put you down at a C. You don't really have much to you. You can be most ranks though, so it's not that bad. Oh, you're surprisingly not one. You're like a first map that Coda made, but you weren't like the first map, so it's like I don't know why you just a grassland. But I mean, most fights in Napoleon Wars were grasslands. But like, you're just the worst at grassland. You're just boring. You've got no personality. It's just a basic French versus Prussia map. Because the actual cool French versus Prussia map with the cavalry is here. It's got artillery too, but like this one's the one you just deduct the artillery and you deduct the font, so you just got a basic small area to play with. It's a pretty big map, nothing around it, so there's no detail. It's just the terrain, so it can't be that good. You can be most infantries in it, but line inf is really good on this map for some reason. Because your bayonet actually can stab more than it would usually be, because there's no support for cavalry or like any hidden like defenses they can use, so you have to actually charge them. So it's a good map for like. It's probably one of the only ones where line inf is better than light inf. Anyway, oh, town, that one. It's a cool town. Well, I mean, it's not a bad map. It's one of the maps before the Spanish update, which would usually get picked because town. Nobody's seen the town before. But like, it's very spacious town. It's a very long town. You've not got much else than this town. You got the 2 church buildings, which some people go in, but most of the time it's just around the corridor. Alright, so this town is really long. It's just like a long road to the other side to attack people. But you got 2 diverging paths, with one being an advantage for both sides. Because Brunswick's got this side as an advantage, and West Philly's got this side to go through, and you have to defend each side so you don't get flanked from behind. So it's got some strategy to it. I'd say probably above these other 2 in kind of like abilities. I mean, it's not like a cavalry map, so you haven't got the advantage of over abilities or whatever. But it's a good map for like a base kind of game. It's not the best, definitely not the best. You've got this open place here where it's just a dead zone if you go in. So it's wasted space basically. But like, what you do have and what you do use is pretty good, I'd say. Anyway, on to you. I don't really need debating on this, but I do have a fondness for this map. It was like one of the first memories I have of this game. So I won't give you an F, I'll give you the low D. You were one of my first games that I remember playing. You weren't really good, because you know, you can't do anything good in the map. It's just kind of, it's not about strategy, it's really just about force. You can't do much strategic advantages, because you know, everything countered each other, and everything countered each other in a way where you can't counter the counter. D. Oop. A nice classical British versus France. You're like a base for Blood 9. I'm definitely gonna give you like an A. You've got like all the classes that do advantages here. You can do artillery, which is surprising, but the artillery is actually good because you know it gets rid of all the roof campers from here and here, and here I guess. So the artillery has an advantage of that, and then the riflemen have the advantage of this long plane here where they can just shoot, and also the background. Light Inf has the advantage of being easy to get to flank. Officers are really good on the actual roofs, and Lion Imps for the people that don't know how to flank. Iberian Harbour. It's trying too much to be you. It's not a bad map. I kind of like the Iberian Harbour. It's not the worst. Definitely not the best though. It's mainly a light imp kind of battle, because you know officers can't really do this far distance or anything for an advantage, and riflemen, it's kind of like the same where it's light imp is actually can do the same damage at this range. So you know, you might be able to kill someone with a rifle, but you won't be able to stab them when they get close quarters. So I'll put you at B, because you know you've only got the real like line imp is, I mean nothing, but I mean light imp is like the only thing you can do in this one, which I do like light imp. That's why I put it higher than C. Oh yeah, you. Now this is just trying to be this. You're trying to be this, but you're also trying to spice it up with just having a straight corridor where you can actually shoot people from the other side at the very start of the round. So you know, you can't even move before you get shot. You're definitely not worse, man. I'd probably put you at like high B-ish tier. Yeah, I'd put you behind here, but it's harder to do because it would just mess up the actual thing. So I'll just put you in front of. You got the advantage of, you know, officers can actually do this map instead of, you know, this one. You know, officers have an advantage at the close quarters household. No, and you know, this map has households, but you know, you can't actually do anything in the households because no one's in the households usually, unless there's a camper. But like, this is like a strategic advantage if you try and capture this, and then you just go through here, and the other team normally loses. Yeah, so B. Then you're probably just one of the only Russian maps where it's, you know, an actual fun map to play. But it's not the most fun because there's so many gaps in the households. You can just get shot from the other side without even knowing where you're getting shot from. So I'm going to give you a C. But I'm going to give you a high C because, you know, it's better than the other Russian maps. And I'm ignoring the pixels I missed because they could just, you know, be deleted. Anyway, I don't like you at all. There is nothing you can do in this map. It's a boring map. It's worse than the actual Greenlands. It's got ice. It looks cold. It looks depressing. It's Austria. It's very boring. Very boring. Looks depressing. Stuff like this. Probably even worse than you. You've got artillery, but like, what can you use? You can use the artillery, yes. You can use the cavalry, yes. But you can't use the artillery and the cavalry, because if you use the cavalry, then it destroys the artillery. If you use the artillery, then it destroys the cavalry. So it's pointless. Right. Now we have Brunswick. It's the Brunswick thingamabob. Old picture. You? Olpa? No. I don't like Olpa. No one likes Olpa. It's like, it's almost on the same level as you. Well, it actually is on the same level as you. For the same reasons too, so I won't mention the reasons again. You? Not that bad. You get the extra strategic sort of, your strategic advantage of flanking has the actual, flanking on this side, you can't really flank that good, because the other side can shoot you down. But like, if you get the timing right, you can flank easily. But it's like harder to do, so it's actually an advantage because it's more fun. Because most regulars can't do it, so it's easier for you to know that, oh, you won't probably get flanked on this map until you do. By like someone that's actually good at, yeah. So, hey, this looks fine, yeah, for a. Yeah, oh, I like this map. Well, probably one of my favourite maps. You can definitely be officer in this map. There's reasons to be officer in this map. There's reasons to be lieutenant in this map. There's reasons to be music man in this map, surprisingly. There's reasons to be sapper in this map. I guess you can be rifleman and line imp. Good map. Pressure kill, I guess. Hey. It's a good map, but it fails. It just fails at the water area. Yeah, you can definitely pass it. I guess the water area is good for like strategy, because the cannons kind of block you from going in, so you have to wait your turn to actually pass on to the other side. But until the cannons fire, finishes are boring. You can have stand still. B is fine for you. Hey, you are not bad. You are okay. You are a really good map I forgot about. And you're really, you succeed at everything, really. You can be rifleman on like the edges, you can be lieutenant around the corner, you can be officer around the buildings, you can be line imp when you want, you can be a sapper, definitely, to build just, I don't know, you can be a sapper. I'm gonna just give you a low S tier, so I'm gonna put you here, because I don't know how many S tiers I'm gonna give. Everyone really likes this map. I like this map too, but I don't like it as much as I like this map. This map's really small. You can't do rifleman on this map. You can barely do lieutenant on this map. You can really only do officer. So like, if you're an officer main, yeah, do it, but it's not as good as like this map where you can do everything, and everything has an advantage. And you can win like solo on this map, where you can win solo on this map only as officer. Oh, this map. I just like this map because it was the original artillery map. It's the only map you could really do artillery on before you came along. But I guess you can do everything on this map. You can do cavalry around the hill so you don't get artillery shot. You can do rifleman, lieutenant. You can do line imp because of the cavalry. You can do artillery definitely on the hills. But it fails how you can actually go into other people's bases, because unless you're cavalry, you can't really walk in. If you're a foot soldier, it will just kill you. You will just get shot on the hills. So, B. Snow, I'm gonna put you with your partner, other Snow. Good. No, I didn't mean to do that. Because you're like the same snow, but like a little bit worse because you've got just a straight line instead of the surroundings. I don't like it that much. I'm gonna put it B. Yeah. C is better for you. Okay, explain. The officer seemed like a good idea in this map until you realise that the circle is just annoying to actually go around. And you could just get shot anytime if like someone's just on this corner, you can't see them on this kind of corner-ish. So, yeah. That's why I have a code, that's why I'm sniffling. Hey, we're now down to the final row. Rudcrest. Really? It's only just rifles. And also, it's awful as a map. You have to go up to this supposed safe area. You're not safe here, though. You don't know where you're gonna get shot. You're going to get shot, but you don't know if you can shoot someone else because you're gonna get shot before it. So, F. This is the new map I hate. People were like, beginning of this, I thought this map might be cool because it's the smallest map now. Because Polish is now not even as big as this, but surprisingly, you can only do riflemen on the smallest map for some reason, and that just doesn't make sense. So you're definitely not F tier, but you can't really. You can do officer definitely, but where? You've got the two houses where you can shoot a pistol. You've got you can do line inf and light inf because those basically have the same range here. I would say the only thing you can do is line inf. Well, I mean artillery. You can only do riflemen. That's the name. Yeah. And also sappers for some reason. You can do riflemen and sappers. And sapper is just a charge. But it's a good thing to do sappers for some reason. So, D, I don't like it. It's a new map, but still, I don't like it. I haven't played you enough, but I've played you enough to know that you're an A or you're really good. Actually, I'm gonna put you here. You wanna know why? It's got so many places to strategize about. You've got the actual undergrounds where you can camp. So or you can just surprise people around the corners. I've been surprised multiple times by getting shot around the corners. You've got the church to take. Everyone likes taking the church. You've got this kind of built-up area where you can defend, I guess. Your horses can actually go through here, so you can actually if you're really good at aiming yourself, you can just go straight through and kill someone. Don't go through here though, because you slow down. You can go through here and you can actually go up into the church on a horse, so it's got a fun value of that. The woods around it are really good at kind of cavalry and rifleman areas. So it's all kind of really nice and put together. I'm gonna give you the S and the best map on it. I'll say this is the best map, in my own opinion. If I play more of you and I realise you've got a slight disadvantage of this, all that, then I'll put you lower down. And I really like to play Hussars, and I don't like to play Hussars with anyone else on any other maps, so I'm going to put you here. You know what? I'm going to give you the same reasons as Iberian Hab. Because they're basically the same thing, but the sea is a bit further away. And also you got cool mountains in the background. You've got the same kind of, you've got this and this. You've got the vineyards if you want to get vineyarded. Yeah. It's just the same as this, so I'm just gonna I'm not gonna change it, I'm just gonna put it, yeah, I'm gonna just put you over it. Actually, I'm gonna put you on a different side. Oh wait, I messed up. Let me just copy you. And then I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna go over and there you are. I'm gonna go opacity. See? You see what I'm getting at here? Basically the same map. So I'm gonna put you on the same position. And then I like you for one reason. Artillery is overpowered on this map, and I've only played artillery on this map. So if I can only play this map, if I can only play artillery on you, then you can't be an A tier. So I'm gonna give you like a high B tier. How high? I don't know. I'll put you here. Let me just fix that. Oh, God. You know what? This is gonna be. This caused too much chaos. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Right. Here, you got. I'm just gonna put you here. Fine? Right. Final maps. This is what I think of them. And so should you, I guess. It's a weird. I'd say this is a good tier list. Anyway, bye.